I saw a video of author J.L. Collins telling people, specifically young people, that they should not buy a house, they should rent and buy stock.
You're telling everybody on the internet right now that's my age or younger, VTSAX and rent.
Yes. And that's what I tell my daughter, and that's what she's doing. She's in her early 30s. She just quit her corporate job last fall. I don't know if that's permanent or if it's just a temporary hiatus, but she at least has you money the way we defined it earlier, that she can make that kind of bold decision, because she didn't make any silly decisions like buying a house and becoming house poor.
And I really hate this take because I think it rewrites history. But then I'm starting to realize that they aren't really talking to people because there's it just doesn't make sense. Now, he says that buying a house is not an investment. The thing is, 30 to 50 years ago, that's not what they said. They said buying a house was an investment and they promoted the idea of buying a house. You want to know why? Because people could not buy homes or they were restricted to where they could buy a home. So then the other people got to buy homes, they got to rent them out, they got to sell them for a profit, or they got to pass them down to their kids and create generational wealth. So now when he talks about his daughter being able to quit her corporate job, the flexibility of being able to quit your job hits a little bit different when you don't necessarily have to worry about where you're going to live if you have a house already, or if your dad or your mom or your grandparents have a house. Everyone else, especially, have to worry about where they are going to live. You need somewhere to live. So the idea that, yes, technically, buying a single family house is not an investment. However, let's not get it confused. It is an asset. So I think we have to be mindful of these people because a lot of them aren't really talking to people. So don't let these people trick out your back, especially when we have things like AI coming out now that can literally change rent prices by the day as far as what you're going to pay. And there's a level of comfort that you get from knowing that you own something, even if you have a mortgage on it. There's a level of just peace knowing that the next year your rent won't go up. Or even 30 years down the line, you can pass this down to your kids. And then you can make these type of decisions to say, you know what? I'm not going to buy property. I'm going to invest in the stock market because you have the freedom to.